Guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today we're going to talk about the products that I pulled in last week's Makeup Basket Monday series, and then we're going to talk about the products I'm going to be using this coming week. So let's start with the products from last week. The first thing is the Too Faced Sweet Peach Glow Kit. So this one here comes with a blush, a bronzer, and a highlight in here. I do think this is a good palette, but I don't think that if you're looking for a lot of pigmentation, you're not going to get it here. This is more of like almost like a topper type of palette. So if you want to use these as toppers, the highlight works amazingly. I do love the highlight. The highlight is beautiful. The blush for me is more of a topper one though. So I like if I combine this with another blush, or if I combine it with a bronzer, because I like the blush bronzer mixed, this works well. The bronzer as well is not super pigmented, but it does give you a little bit of a glow. So if you want that little bit of a glow on your skin, it will work. But this is one that I would say if you were looking at it, I'd say you could probably pass on it and be okay. I think that there's the other blush palette, or not blush palette, but the other blush that comes in this series right here that I feel like is better. So let's get started with the next one. The next thing is the Too Faced Sweet Peach. This is the eyeshadow kit. So this one does come with all your eyeshadows in here. The shadows are beautiful. They blend beautifully. I love all the colors in here. These do smell like peaches, so I love the smell of peaches. I think it's a really nice palette. I know this palette didn't get like great reviews in the beginning because people were trying to get it and they couldn't get it, and then when they made it, I think they made it permanent, then it became a little bit more popular. But it still has like a bad rep. I think it kind of left a bad taste in people's mouths. So I do love this palette though. I think it's amazing. The colors blend amazingly for me. The colors work well. They have good pigmentation. Again, here's what it looks like on the inside. I did a complete eye look with this on Thursday in my Get Ready With Me. So if you want to check that out, I'll have that link below. I think it's wonderful though. So I think if you were interested in getting it, I'd say totally go check it out in the store. Go swatch it. Go smell it because it smells really good. And then I think you're going to fall in love with it. Honestly, I really do think it's nice. The only complaint I'd say is that I wish it did have a little bit more peachy tones in here. It does only have three, I guess, peachy tones in here. It has these three right here. And I wish it had just a little bit more because it is called the Peach Palette. But I understand why they didn't put so many in there, because there's other shades that you want to pull a look together. You don't want a complete peach look because then it would be a little bit too more... They have so many warm palettes out right now that it would be almost like a warm palette. I know they're coming out with a peach matte one, so I'm excited about that one because I think I'm going to pick that up because it looks beautiful. The next thing is the Too Faced Sweet Peach Papa Don't Peach. This is really pretty. I love the way this looks. Let me give you a little swatch of it. It's just a really pretty, almost light color. Do you see? It's like very light on the skin, so you can never go overboard with it. If you're somebody who goes a little too ham with your blush, you don't have to worry about that with this. You can't go too overboard unless you, I guess, pile it on. I like to combine this blush though with a bronzer, but that's just my typical, the way that I do my blushes. I like my blushes to be a little bit more brown toned because I think for the summertime, I think it feels a little bit more natural looking for my skin tone and everything. It looks like your skin got touched by the sun, so I like the way that looks. This again does smell like peaches, so it smells really good. So if you were picking up one of the blushes, I'd recommend this one over the little palette in my opinion. So the next thing is the Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess. This is really good. I know I have had trouble with some bronzers that will be a little bit patchy on me, like they'll leave like a little bit unevenness. This does not do that. Leaves a beautiful impression onto your skin. Your skin looks just glowing, almost like you really did go to the beach and got a nice bronze suntan. You can use this on your shoulders, you can use it on your face, you can use it wherever you want to, honestly. The only thing I would say is I wish it did have like a smell to it. I'm one of those now that I like the smell to different makeup products, and it has no smell whatsoever. So if it smelled like the Physicians Formula, the butter bronzer, I'd be completely in love. I am in love with it, honestly, but I think if it had the buttery smell to it, I think it'd make it just a little bit better. The next thing is the Tarte. This is the Color Your World. This is a little color correcting palette, so you get all these colors in here. This is okay for me. I'm not big on color correcting palettes, to be honest with you, so I feel like they're almost a waste of money for me because I feel like it's so time consuming to go in there and do all the color correcting and then do concealing, and then it's just a lot of process. And on a day-to-day basis, I'm not going to use all these things. So this is something I'm going to keep because, I mean, I don't have too many color correcting palettes, but I probably won't be purchasing any more color correcting palettes because I don't find myself using them enough to make them worth purchasing. So I think it's just okay. The next thing is the Too Faced. This is the Too Faced Primed and Poreless Powder. I love this. It's really nice. I have found that I like pressed powder so much better than the loose powders. The pressed powders, I feel like I can get just the right amount and then put them under my eyes. I can put them on my face. I do have very dry skin, so I have to be careful how much product I use. I don't want my skin to look cakey or anything like that. And I think this does a great job. And it definitely, I don't really think it makes my skin look poreless. I wouldn't say that, but it does help to kind of smooth it out and give it that effect that you don't really have pores. But up close, you can totally tell you have pores. So I think it's a really good product. The next thing is the Urban Decay Naked Skin. You guys know I have fell in love with this. I think it's really, really good. Between this and the not Urban Decay, but the NARS Soft Matte Concealer and then the NARS Creamy Radiant, those are my three favorites. I think they work the best for me. So I do love this and highly recommend it. The next thing that I have is the, oh, here it is. This is the Too Faced. This is the Pretty Rebels Essentials. This for me is perfection. Because you guys know I like to mix my bronzer and my blush together. So this works amazing for me. This is an old palette, so this is something that you're probably not going to find anywhere unless you purchase it like on eBay or something like that. But I love the way this looks together. That's why I like the combination of a blush and a bronzer together, mixed together on my cheeks. I'm wearing actually a blush and bronzer mixed together on my cheeks today, and I just think it looks good. I think it looks more, I don't know, I think it just looks more, a little bit more natural. My hair's having a crazy bad hair day, but my makeup looks okay, I think. But this is beautiful. I really do love this. And then what was the other things? We have our lip products, because a lot of the other things we're just doing repeating, so I don't want to repeat things each week. So the next thing is the L'Oreal Infallible Paints. I love this color right here. I need to go look at some more. I'm not sure though. I'm pretty sure L'Oreal is not cruelty free, so probably won't be purchasing it, but I do love this one and I think it's a really beautiful color. It lasts well on my lips. It's not super drying. It's not overly hydrating. It's like the perfect amount of lip product that you want. So there's what the color looks like. I think the color is absolutely amazing. I love this. The next thing is the Smashbox. This is the, I think they're called the Always On or something like that. This is another really beautiful color. I find this one to be a little bit drying though on my lips. So here's what this one looks like. It's over here. I think it's a little bit drying on my lips, so I don't think it's like the perfect feeling on my lips. I think it's good, but it's not like my favorite. And then we have the Urban Decay. This is the, I don't even know, Ultra Revolution or something like that. I think that's what it's called. I have no idea. But this one here is another beautiful color. I think I like really must have been into the peachy shades this week. So here's the Urban Decay. I think this one works really well. Between this one and the L'Oreal one, those were my favorites. The Smashbox was just okay for me. It wasn't the best. Then as far as foundation this week, I used the Lumi. This is the Bright Now Vitamin C BB cream. This is not really a BB cream, to be honest with you. I tried it and it works. It's got pretty good coverage to it. It does have an SPF of 20 in it, which is not extremely high, but I would rather it for it to have some than none. So I'm happy that it has something in it. And it has a vitamin C into it. So vitamin C is actually good for helping to clear up dark spots on your skin. So I do like this. I think it's a really good product. I'm not sure. I think Ulta carries this product, this line. So if you're interested in checking some of it out, I would check out Ulta if you're interested. Now we're moving on to this week's products. Sorry, frog in my throat. So this week we're going to be trying out some Kat Von D stuff. So the first thing is the Metal Matte Palette. So here's the, what is the one that looks like metal? Or is that matte? Matte. I have no idea. It's upside down for me. So and then there it says matte. So this was a recommendation by one of my subscribers. I will leave her name linked below. I'm not sure if you guys want me saying your names each week, so I wanted to kind of get your permission to say, hey, you know, you're the one who recommended that I use this palette. So before I keep doing that, I'd like for you to maybe, if you suggest a palette, say yes, it's okay to say my name. I don't want to keep doing that without your permission. I don't want to be like, that just feels a little bit rude to me. So anyway, this was a recommendation by one of my subscribers, so I'm going to be using this palette this week, and that's the outside of the packaging. And here's the inside. The inside is absolutely gorgeous. I am wearing this on my eyes today. I have a blue look going on to go with my blue shirt, so I think it's beautiful. I love this palette, so I can't wait to play with it more this week. I'm excited. The next thing from Kat Von D is this is the Alchemist palette. So this is her highlighting palette. It's the little triangular shapes, and I love the outside of it. It's very opalescent. I don't know if you can even see it on camera. I don't know if it's showing up at all, but it's very pretty, the packaging is. And then on the inside you do get 4 little highlighters in here, and the highlighters look like nothing in the pan, but when you put them on, they're spectacular. So one has more of a green shift, the other one has more of a sapphire shift, and this one has more of a violet shift, and this one's more opal. I'm wearing the opal one on my cheeks today, and then in the corner of my eyelids I'm wearing the emerald one. So who would have thought they would look good there, but it actually, in my opinion, I think it looks great. So I do love this palette, so I'll be playing with that this week. The next thing from Kat Von D is her Shade and Light Contour Palette. So here's what the Shade and Light Contour Palette looks like. I haven't played with this a whole lot, and to be honest with you, I don't know if I am absolutely in love with this. So I'm going to have to play with it more to find out if I actually do love it. If not, then it may get passed along. The next thing is a Kat Von D blush. This is the only blush I think I have from Kat Von D. Maybe I have another one. I'm not even sure. I'll have to look through my collection. But this is an older one. This one is called Love Story, and it's a very bright pink. Because I didn't want that bright of a pink on my cheeks today, I did mix this with my bronzer like I typically do, so I think it toned it down some, so now it's not so bright pink. I don't want that super bright pink. I'm sure it would look good for a certain outfit and everything like that, but just today it didn't feel like it was appropriate, so I did tone it down just a tad. Now, as far as foundation, I'm going to be using the Kat Von D Lock It Tattoo foundation. I have two of them right now. I have the shade Light 48 and Medium 56. Right now, I have to kind of combine these two for it to look good on my skin because I have a little bit of a tan, but I'm not super tan. So I combined these two and it looks really, really well. I am wearing this today on my face because I think I wanted to try it out again before I decided if I was going to use this week. I do know I have to use a hydrating primer when I use this, so I'm going to be using the Kat Von D Lock It primer. This one here is very, very hydrating. It works really, really well with a Lock It foundation. So if you're looking for a hydrating foundation, a hydrating primer to go with this foundation, I recommend picking it up because it works really, really well together. I think it helps to make it not look so cakey on my skin. So I don't enjoy that cakiness look, so it just doesn't look good on me. And then for primer, not primer, but for concealer, I'm using the Kat Von D Lock It Concealer. This one I find is a little drying on me already. I can tell you that. I tried it today and I find that my under eyes look a little cakey today, and I'm like, not liking that so much. I did have to spray a lot of setting spray to help to try to loosen it up, not really loosen it up, but to kind of moisten it a little bit. But so far, I think I used to love this and I'm not so sure I love it anymore. And then as far as lips goes, I have 3 Kat Von D lip products to use this week. I do have a combination on today. I'll tell you what combination I have on. This was in the shade Lovesick, so I do have Lovesick on. So here's what it looks like. And then I have the shade I have mixed with it is actually Lolita 2. So Lolita 2 and Lovesick mixed together is what I'm wearing today on my lips. And then the other shade I have is the shade K-Dub. So K-Dub is the bright pink one right here. So those are all the lip products I'm going to be using this week from Kat Von D. So I'm excited to play with those. And then there's one more palette that I'm going to be playing with this week, but this one probably won't be in the Get Ready With Me. This one's more or less because I want to play with it so that I can do a review on it. So this is the Kat Von D Shade and Light Glimmer palette. I played with it a little bit, but honestly so far I'm not super impressed, so I'm not sure I'm going to keep it. I find that the ones that have sparkles in it, there's a lot of fallout with the sparkles. The ones that are matte work really well, but the ones with sparkles I'm having a little bit of difficulty, so I may have to use a good eye primer to be able to make that lock in place. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to play with that more before I do a review on it, but I will be playing with that this week, so just wanted to let you know. Let me know if you've tried any of these products and what your thoughts, your opinions are on those. If you enjoyed them, if you don't enjoy them, if you've tried them and you couldn't get them to work and maybe you need some tips on them, or maybe you have tips that you can give me, let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, I'll catch you guys later.